welcome today to the Anzac service in Neerim South for 2024. I'm Neville Cousins. I'm the President of the Central Gippsland Legacy Group, and it's my privilege to lead this Anzac Day service. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land which we are meeting, and I pay my respects to their elders, past and present, and to the Aboriginal elders and other communities who may be represented here today. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to the dignitaries and guests today, members of the Returned Services League, members of the Legacy and Kindred organisation, past and serving members of the Defence Forces, members of our veteran community, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. Today's service is a short version service of the official commemorative service. The order of the service will be the commemorative address, then the wreath laying, the official commemoration ceremony, and then closing remarks. And at the end of it, there'll be an invitation to stay, to have to go over into the garden to have an afternoon tea. I will now lead into the commemorative address. Today, along with Australians everywhere, we gather to remember those who have served to defend Australia. We do this because it is the anniversary of the day when Australia and New Zealand soldiers landed in the beach of Gallipoli in Turkey on the 25th of April 1915. This was the first military campaign for soldiers from Australia and New Zealand. Since then, the 25th of April has been known as Anzac Day. Anzac comes from the name of the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. It was shortened to Anzac in 1915. Since then, when Australians and New Zealanders have served together, they often are known as the Anzacs. At Gallipoli, Australians and New Zealanders served with soldiers from other nations including England, France and India. The Australians at Gallipoli came from all sorts of backgrounds, but they shared the terrible experience of war. Ever since then, for more than 100 years, the men and women of our Navy, Army and Air Force have honoured the memory of the original Anzacs. Anzac Day, there have been many ways to honour people who have served and those who continue to serve in Australia's armed forces. We can gather together like this, attend a service or an Anzac Day march. We can also wear a sprig of rosemary as a symbol of remembrance. And I see a number of you have got that sprig of rosemary on today. Towards the end of the ceremony, the last post will be played on a bugle. This historical music was played in the army camps to announce the start or the end of the day, a time when soldiers should be resting. The last post is played today for those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. It means that they have done their duty and they are now at rest. After the last post, there will be a 1 minute silence to reflect. This is the time to think about those who have served in Australia's armed service or armed forces and those who continue to serve, and about those who actually lost their lives. The next part of this ceremony today will be the laying of the wreaths. And I will now start to build up to that, and by starting to call for the people who've got wreaths. Mr. Stan Gleeson, who is the Warragul RSL representative to you today. I will be presenting the wreath on behalf of the Central Gippsland Legacy Group. I now ask the Honourable Wayne Farnham, member for Manarakan, to come forward. I now ask for Councillors Michael Leaney and Councillor Peter Costas, who are the Bulbul Shire representatives for the East Ward, and also representing the Bulbul Shire. I now ask Sean Digman, who is the chair of the Neerim Health, to come forward and lay his wreath on behalf of the Neerim Health and then the community that work with him. Have I got someone? Is Jess Shepherd here? Yes, Jess, I'd like you to come. You're representing the Neerim South Ambulance Branch. The representatives from the CWA, is Marilyn here? Right. I'm not sure what's your name. Joan. Right. I now ask Sue Walden, who's representing the Neerim District Community House and Men's Shed. I now ask for Mary Patterson, who is the Company Secretary for the Neerim District Financial Services Limited. Do I have a representative from the Neerim South Girl Guides or Neerim South Cubs? No. There we are. Thank you. Now we ask for the school captains for the Neerim South Primary School. We have Oscar Bottom and Gabriel Rees and Spencer Bank. Would you like to come up? Good, thank you. Now we have school captains from Neerim District Secondary College. We have Claire Fox and Harrison Lewis. We then have Marilyn Lewis, who is representing the Neerim Health Ladies Guild. Now, yeah, a very important group. How are you? Now we have, on behalf of the all New Zealanders who fought for their country in the war, Paul Lewis. And I now ask Mary Eldridge who's going to present a personal read. Now, is there anyone who's got a roof that I haven't mentioned who'd like to come up? No? So now, for those who haven't got a roof or you want to commemorate, we've got some Anzac badges up here that we can give you to come to a lady out the front there. She'll give you a badge. So any of the children who want to get a badge and put it into the little ring there, which is a commemoration ring, you're certainly welcome to come up. Anyone who wants us to come up and... So yeah, we've got some coming. You've got some brave ones coming. Yep, come along.
Anyone else?
All right, thank you. Now we start the actual official part of the ceremony, the commemorative ceremony. This is a time for quiet reflection and to remember the brave men and women who have sacrificed their lives and served their country, defending our freedom and our values. They shall not grow old, as we have left grow old. Age should not them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. The last post. here with photographs. Thank you, team. Now I call for Claire Fox, who's a school captain at Neerim District Secondary College, to come and recite the famous poem In Flanders Fields. Claire?
In Flanders fields the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing, fly scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields.
Thanks, Claire. And now we move to the next thing, Liz. We've now got a piper here today who is now going to finish off this section with Amazing Grace, that famous tune. Thank you very much, Scott. Scott Purton from the Warrigal RSL Pipes and Drums. And now I will officially finish off with the playing of the New Zealand National Anthem first, and then following on to the Australian National Anthem. The New Zealand National Anthem is called God Defend New Zealand.
May I go
voices we entreat. God defend our free land. God Pacific's triple star from the shafts of strife and war. May the praises heard afar. God defend New Zealand. Now we move to Advanced Australia Fair. Right, that is the official ceremony ended, and I just want to finish off with some closing remarks and some thank yous. Firstly, I'd like to thank Stan Gleeson and the Warragul RSL Club who helped to organise this event. I'd like to thank the assistance of the members of the board and the executives and staff of the Neerim Health, who a special mention to Alexander Blackwood, who was a very good help and has also put on the afternoon tea today, so I hope that you enjoy that. The assistance of Sarah Collier, who is the new Community Engagement Officer, who in the early days did some great work with the poster and helped us out with some of the advertising of the event. Again, Mr. Lincoln Judd, who's helped and supplied and operated the public address system. Thank you again to that, Lincoln. Excellent. The assistance of the students of the Neerim District Secondary College who assisted in the official commemoration ceremony, particularly Claire, who actually gave the spoke edition of the Flanders Fields poem, which is a famous war poem. The assistance of the Neerim District Community House and the men's shed who have helped us out. The assistance of the officers of the Bulbul Shire who helped to do the official part of ensuring that we are legal and things are safe. And I'd like to also thank the attendance of Mr. Scott Purton today from the Warragul RSL Pipes and Drum Band, who's our piper. Now, this year's rendition of the Amazing Grace was an appropriate sombre lament to reflect on those who sacrificed themselves during our war and also are still doing today in other countries. So that was very reflective. And the final, a special mention for our members of the community who appropriately decorated the memorial stone today. This is something that's very different about Neerim South. We have this special, these poppies are specially woven and hung up at each time that we have a ceremony. Thank you very much to those members who've done that, and your efforts are very much appreciated. And finally, most of all, I finally thank you all for your attendance today. That's what makes the event. We put it on for you, so thank you for coming. And luckily, the weather's held off for us. Now I invite you to stay and enjoy our afternoon tea in the front gardens of the hospital, and thank you for attending the service, and we'll have maybe next year. Thank you.
A big thank you to Neville because he has arranged it and done all. Very good job.